I believe you were the only fighter to pass a bit of like a fight team tryout type of thing with Brian Urbisol. I was reading a little bit about it, but I wanted to ask you, what that was like. I imagine there was a few people trying out for this fight team. What was it like kind of getting through that?
It was hectic. So it was one of my proudest achievements. Basically, Brian was preparing to fight Hector Lombard. So he wanted to prepare a fight team that would help him prepare for that fight. Yeah. So he held a tryout. A couple of, maybe about, 15, 20 of us turned up to the gym. It was pure business. Brian had told everyone, all right, guys, everyone have your bag in the hallway. If I tell you got to go, you got to go. No offense to anyone, but if you don't cut it, you don't cut it.
Wow.
So we had to run, we had to do conditioning, we had all sorts of tasks that he'd given us. And then if you had if you failed any task, if you failed 2 tasks, that was it, you were done. So a couple of people failed the tasks and then they had to go. And then it started off with running. So we ran 5-minute rounds on the treadmill. And then after the 5-minute round on the treadmill, and it was like running at I think it was like speed 13 Ks an hour for 5 minutes. Oh my God. And then hold a plank for 5 minutes and then run again for 5 minutes and then hold a squat, wall squat for 5 minutes and then run again for 5 minutes. And it was pretty much, that was a lot of that we did out a few people already, just doing the conditioning. And then it went to grappling and then we did grappling rounds and then it went to bag work and stuff.
Yeah.
But he wanted us pushing on the bags as well. And then after that, if you made it through that far, then you would have to fight for your position, basically. So I remember I said to Brian, because we made it to the last part, I said, how hard are we going? And he looks at me like, so I'm like, okay, we're going proper then.
Yeah, geez, that's no joke. Now, I mean, you lost me when you said 5-minute plank, but yeah, wow, that sounds...
So yeah, it was super tough. But, like Brian will tell you himself, he designed it so everyone would fail. He just wanted to see how hard we'd push.
Yeah.
But for me, I think my advantage was I went first because we did all the tasks together as a team, and then it was like, okay, who wants to fight first? And I said I'd fight first. I thought I'd get it out the way.
Yeah.
And then I went against my mate, and then I think it was about 2 minutes, and then I had done my business, and then Brian just said, okay, switch. And then I turned around, and then he was there, and then he beat the shit out of me for the next, I don't know how long. He just beat the shit out of me.
Gee.
But then I was just tapping, but then he'd let go and then beat me up again. He wanted me to quit.
Yeah.
But obviously I'd tap it to the submissions and he'd let go and then he'd just carry on beating me.
Yeah.
But I never tapped to the beating. I just took the beating. But in my head, the reason I took that beating was I'm like, I've got all these other guys in the room. I'm sure they're going to be in the team. I'm like, I don't want to not be in the team.
Yeah.
But then after I'd finished, I was in and then I just seen everyone else getting beat up and quitting, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? But then if I'd probably gone last, I would probably quit as well.
Yeah, no.
Because you see everyone else quitting. But
Yeah.
because I didn't see that, I was assuming there's other good guys in this room. I'm like, they're going to want, like Brian's preparing a team. So I'm like, it can't just be me in the team. But then eventually that's what it was. Like when he prepared for Hector, it was me every day with him, just getting beat up. So that was the prize I won. I got to be his dummy for that fight, just getting thrown around, beat up. But yeah, it was a good experience. And, that's what, he inspired me. He's my coach. And even to this day, I'm always grateful to him because, without him, he helped me get to where I am, gave me a lot of skills. And now those skills I'm able to transfer onto Quill and Cody, and he's our grand coach.
Yeah.
So I'll always love him for that. And it's one of my favorite achievements.
Does he come by the gym like here and there? And see
yeah. So we're always in constant contact. He's the godfather of my kid as well.
Wow, yeah.
So he's my man. He's I love that guy. He's done a lot for me. Even when I was competing and stuff, he'd always, he had a lot of faith in me, so I appreciate that he put a lot of time into me. I can never pay him back for the amount of mat time he gave me.
Yeah, wow.
Because, mat time, personal mat time with someone is, I couldn't afford it, but he just always gave me his time.
Yeah.